Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So having looked today at Quidd. So Quidd is this sort of digital collectible platform that launched actually 3 years ago. It's mobile and web now. And it's sort of this idea of people want to collect digital items, and they're sort of backwardly now adding in blockchain. I'm never really clear exactly how the blockchain bit works because at the moment it just seems to be like a real money system. But anyway, so basically they sort of, in our parlance, these assets are minted, and people collect them, and you build up collections, and you sort of have an overall score and the typical sort of stuff we'd expect with NFTs, although most of these are not NFTs, although NFTs are launching. So we can kind of see, in terms of what's going on here. So in the last 24 hours, there's been $1,000 sales worth of Marvel. So at the moment, we're not. It is growing. Quidd is growing, but it's not seeing the kind of stuff we'd expect from proper crypto, in the sense that lifetime is 300,000 for Marvel. That's not. These are sort of reasonable chunks of money, but they're not big. Given that CryptoPunks sell for $1 million. This is interesting. Blockchain Heroes. So this is a blockchain collectible product on Wax. So these have come on board to Quidd. I'm not quite sure how they're integrating those in terms of the blockchain side, but we can see, it's done $90,000. That's not terrible. But what I was going to look at today is, if I can type it properly, is Crazy Defense Heroes. So Crazy Defense Heroes is a game from Animoca Brands, who also now own Quidd. And I actually need to type it in here, don't I? For some reason the search is a bit off. Here we go. So Crazy Defense Heroes is a normal mobile free-to-play game, and why is it not picking that up? And what Animoca Brands has done is when people have these special tournaments, when people place on a leaderboard during a special tournament, they're then minting or giving them NFTs as a reward. There's also a token called Tower, which is an ERC20 token running on Ethereum, and there's been some mining events around that. I haven't personally done anything. I have played the Tower Defense game actually, but I've never got around to getting on the tournament board, so I haven't got any of these NFTs. But what was interesting was I was just flicking around Quidd, and we can start to see now that these, what I'm assuming is NFTs. No idea what blockchain they're on. Are they going to go on Harmony? I can't remember. There isn't announcements about it, but I lose track. But we're starting to see these now turning up on Quidd. So I guess potentially Quidd would feed into multiple blockchains if you just built the kind of infrastructure that would allow this marketplace interface to interface into multiple blockchains. Quite how you deal with sort of gas fees and staking, that they'd have to deal with that in the background. But anyhow, so we can now start to see that the Crazy Defense Heroes, these NFTs that have been created and given to players, are now starting to turn up. So as ever, we have this kind of slightly weird kind of pricing model, because people, if you have one of these, you can just set it. You can just set the price for whatever you want. So let's have a look, and let's have a look at the low to high. So the cheapest price. I think there is a minimum price. So minimum price here is looking like 50 cents. So we can see here pretty much everyone's got these things for free, and they're just putting them down. Minimum price 50 cents. So there's no real reason at the moment to collect these. I don't think you can. Well, you can't put them in the game at the moment. Because the game is not a blockchain game. They're using the game as a sort of a marketing tool to get people into blockchain. But these will be, as far as I know, there is a blockchain game coming using these characters, not necessarily these NFTs, because I'm not entirely sure these are NFTs. But you can kind of start to see how retrospectively fitting a blockchain feature to an existing game is really complicated, because it's very hard to understand what's going on. But also it does sort of seed things in quite an elegant way that in this case people have got these things and they're trying to sell them for 50 cents. Now obviously the way that collectible systems work is anything that has value, unless people want them for some reason, is actually the print or the serial number. So if we look for serial numbers, we can start to get a bit more of an idea whether any of these things are actually selling for anything. So one annoying thing actually that Quidd does is it allows you to put animations around these. So you can see here some of these have a black background. This one has this animated money thing over the top. I don't like that very much. I think it confuses the kind of purchasing option that people think they're getting. The NFT has these things over it, where this is just like a filter you put over the top of it. Anyway, so we can see here someone's got a number 1 edition. So as soon as you get a number 1 edition, you can start to see what people think about pricing. So someone's got this number 1 Yeti Praetorian, and he reckons $1,000. where someone reckons this Hawk Gold is he's only one of 5 at $25,000. You're gonna be pushing it on that one. Whereas Girdle of Pain is one of 25,000 and 1750. So that seems a bit more like a sort of price that might be interesting to kind of play around with if you think not necessarily these things are going to have value in another game. They might do, but if you think owning a one-off edition is, you can imagine this doubling and it's still under $50. I mean that would be sort of the model I would be looking at. So anything else? Let's have a look. I'm never quite sure when people go to number 2s that why they should be valuable at all. But here we go. So quite a range of pricing. Some people clearly actually might sell these. Some people clearly, I don't think anyone's going to come in and spend $25,000 on that unless it really has a lot of equity in the game. Okay, so there is other things. So this one says mintable. So I think there is something coming that allows you to these are probably not on the blockchain, but you can put them on a blockchain. So I think that's something that when that comes, then we'll start to see how this pricing actually sort of works. I think. So we can see here now we're down to so as soon as we lose the first edition, the pricing doesn't get better. The pricing starts to get a little bit more sensible. Although obviously we'll see. So this is a bit of a rambling video. I think Quidd is interesting if you do want to start messing around with these sort of NFT projects or these an idea of kind of digital collectibles, whether they're NFTs or not. I think that will change over time, but it does start to get you thinking about valuations and why you might want to own things and liquidity. I think which are very important for the blockchain game space, which is sort of why I use it. I don't have very much. Let's have a quick look at my collection. Do I have anything that's any good? No, probably not. So I've got some sets here. You can see here, so these are completed sets, and then the ones that aren't completed, you can see kind of shaded out, and I need actually quite a lot from this set, but I could go in here and I could see the UI I don't like very much, but I could see here, if I find the cheapest one here, one of the ones I need, it says need it there helpfully, so I can buy one for 75 cents. But we can start to see here, so this one, I could choose, there's actually a better serial number, but serial numbers don't really matter at this stage. But we can kind of see how pricing sort of starts to kind of anchor around different numbers. Obviously, $1 is important. Anyway, so worth checking out Quidd. It's a mobile download, or you can just do it on through browser as well. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is Blockchain Gaming World, mumbling around the world of blockchain games, sometimes making sense. Maybe this one not as much sense as others. But anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel and see you again soon.